of the most brutal parts of a whisper campaign isn't the abuser, it's the silence of everyone else. And no, sometimes it's cowardice, but there's also a nervous system layer. Bystanders can drop into a freeze response when they sense high conflict dynamics. Intervening requires social engagement, confidence, and risk. Freeze says, if I stay quiet, I won't become the next target. Then you get pluralistic ignorance. A bunch of people privately doubt the lie, but assume everyone else believes it. So they stay silent to, quote, fit a consensus that doesn't actually exist. So the room looks like they're in agreement, even when it's just fear, laziness, and social self-protection wearing a nice outfit. This leads to the scapegoat ritual. Rene Girard's mimetic theory explains a horrifying group dynamic. You see, when tension builds inside a system, the group unconsciously stabilizes itself by selecting a target to carry the blame. That target becomes the scapegoat. The smear campaign becomes a social purification ritual. Everyone gets to feel bonded and good because they are collectively against someone. Your isolation becomes their unity. That's why good people participate, not because they're smart, because it's metabolically cheaper than thinking for themselves. And here's another ugly truth. Humans don't have unlimited capacity to investigate everyone's story. We use shortcuts to manage our social life. This is why gossip exists at all. The abuser exploits that efficiently. They hack the group's laziness and call it concern. I'm so worried about Mr. C. Entropy, noise, and flooding strategy. Truth is an ordered system. Lies are easy. In physics terms, it takes energy to create order. Disorder spreads freely. A smear campaign is a high entropy attack. It floods your environment with chaos, half-truths, vague accusations, quote, I don't know what happened, but those kind of statements, dramatic insinuations, and conveniently missing context. It kills your signal-to-noise ratio. Even if you speak the truth, a signal, it gets buried in the static noise. And then, here's the trap. Defending yourself becomes exhausting because you're trying to organize someone else's chaos. That costs more energy than you have. That's why the most powerful move is often stop broadcasting on their frequency. Narcissists create word salad. They say a lot but say nothing. This causes confusion.